What's up, everybody? Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about the best investing and breaking news with everything under the moon in the crypto universe. Today, we're going to be talking about Ethereum and the London Hardfork coming up in just a couple days. This is where EIP 1559 is initiated, and the deflationary side of cryptocurrency comes into effect. So I thought I'd show you guys some articles that I had pulled up over the past couple days and looking at the price movement, some charting at the very end of this video. So let's get right into it. So CoinDesk came out with a recent article titled "Ether Prints Record Winning Streak as London Hardfork Looms." Ether has notched a 12-day winning streak, the longest ever. That's pretty huge. ETH looks to extend this record daily winning streak in the run-up to a planned upgrade at Ether's blockchain that could significantly reduce the cryptocurrency supply growth. Ether has notched 12-day winning streak, the longest ever. Into the Block tweeted earlier today, citing 2,598 and 2,753 as a key resistance level on the path towards 3,000. As you can see here, yes, that is crazy. The fact that there are 12 green candles to the upside, that is bullish strength, and I think that's a lot of anticipation, obviously, because people have been waiting for EIP 1559 for quite a long time. And as of right now, there hasn't been any announcements regarding delays, which is great news. The so-called London Hardfork contains 4 Ethereum improvement proposals, EIP, of which EIP 1559 will activate a mechanism that would burn a portion of fees paid to miners. Once it takes into effect, increased network usage will result in a higher amount of ETH being burned, thereby curbing the cryptocurrency supply growth over time. The upgrade may bring either a store of value or deflationary asset appeal. So some people would like to say that Ethereum is like a store of value in terms of silver. So if Bitcoin is gold, Ethereum is silver. In the eyes of some investors, a narrative so far largely focused on Bitcoin. The top cryptocurrency supply is capped at 21 million, and its per block issuance is reduced by 50% every 4 years. Under simulation run by the Duna Analytics, the upgrade would have burned more than 2.9 coins in 365 days if implemented a year ago, amounting to over 70% of net reduction in the supply growth. So that's basically, he's just creating an example of what we could expect if this were to initiate, starting with this EIP 1559, starting August 4th in just a couple days, and what that will look like 1 year from now. So for 70% of the net reduction in supply growth, that's pretty huge considering. The highly anticipated Ethereum London Hardfork event will expose users to a more flexible and cheaper fee structure and introduce a mild burn effect, built to make Ether deflationary, said Greg. The coin has trailed an uptrend from the weekend, and we may see this brewing positive sentiment over the coin shoot its price to 3,000 in the coming days, weeks following the update. And even in other news, let's talk about the miners. Ethereum miner revenue higher than Bitcoin's for a third month running. Ethereum miners have seen higher revenues than Bitcoin miners for the 3 months in a row, the longest stretch in history. According to the Block Data's dashboard, Ethereum miners brought in 1.03 billion in revenue during July, a slight decline from the previous month, which is still pretty high. In their turn, Bitcoin miners brought in 971 million in revenue last month, more than 100 million compared to June. As you can see here in this chart, the red is the transaction fees. Yep. And so the transaction fees are quite high, as you can see in May and June, while over here the transaction fees are quite limited. So obviously the miners are really enjoying the profits there and seeing that revenue pour in. As we cut to the chart for Ethereum to the US dollar, we can see that the 12-day winning streak is quite strong. And if we were to break out of this resistance level in those 2600s and move higher, we can see the next resistance level to be 3,000. Right now, we already broke past the 2300, which is why it's leading up to the 2600 resistance. So this is our support level right here, which is 2300. And this is very positive considering that in the short to immediate term, we could see some either great upside or downside to Ethereum, but I imagine that with the downside, it's only temporary. There's a lot of, buy the rumor, sell the news going around, and that could be the case. And so just be prepared. If it were to continue to break on the upside, past the $2,600 level, even past 2,700, I would just be very cautious. Either if you already have positions in Ethereum, I would say take your profits, maybe around the $3,000 range if we were to break past 2,700. But I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a slight dip, right after August 4th. But, considering that EIP 1559 is the first of its kind, switching from, proof of work to proof of stake in that stages, EIP 1559 is the first step. And so, we've never experienced anything like this before. And so we could see something new for the first time, as much as we would like to expect a pullback. So I hope that this video was helpful. Feel free to leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. And be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for further updates. And we'll see you guys next time.